Do I need Anthem HOA approval for my yard art? If you live in Anthem, Arizona, and you're considering artwork for your backyard or your outdoor spaces, including the exterior walls of your home, you need to be asking yourself that question. And we are here to help you find a solution. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Carolyn with the Wise Move AZ team at Realty One Group. If you want to stay up to date on all things Anthem, hit that subscribe button. Pro tip, you're also going to want to hit the little bell icon so that you're the first to know when our new videos are released every single Thursday. As your Anthem Realtors and Anthem Homeowners, we have worked through and helped friends and clients work through the HOA approval process. I am proud to say that I am the new recipient of HOA approval for my very own backyard art. I am pleased to say that the HOA was easy to work with and was very helpful in finding a solution that worked for all of us. So let's start with the basic rules. Firstly, if you live in Anthem Parkside, all decorations, art, and ornamentation must have HOA approval if it can be seen by neighboring properties, sidewalks, roadways, paths, trails, or any other common area. However, if only you can see it or people you invite into your yard, you are good to go. Be as creative as you can be. Secondly, if you live in Anthem Country Club, the rules are different. If you want to add any items of art, decoration, ornamentation to your outdoor spaces or to the exterior walls of your home, you must get HOA approval, period. Both Anthem Parkside and Anthem Country Club have items that are prohibited, and yet some of us might think that they are artwork. Those things include wagons, wagon wheels, sculptures, skulls, artificial plants, artificial flowers. So be careful with those things. There are also some things that you need to be mindful of but are not necessarily prohibited, and those include water features and fountains. The truth is, an exhaustive list of what's permitted and what's not permitted is impossible to make. It's limited only by the creativity of our collective brains. That would be a long list. We recommend that if you're considering adding anything non-organic to your outdoor spaces, first you check the guidelines. And if you are unable to find what you're looking for, or it's not clear to you after having read the guidelines, contact the HOA for clarification before you commission your artwork or buy it. This might save you a lot of money, frustration, and heartache as you work through the HOA approval process. Both Anthem Parkside and Anthem Country Club residential guidelines are available by clicking the links below. I promise to share my own personal experience, and I'm happy to do that, but I must confess up front, I made some mistakes along the way. So me sharing this with you in this video maybe will help to prevent you from making the same mistakes. For me, it all started with a great idea, a beautiful or one-of-a-kind piece of stained glass in my backyard. Sounds great, right? I had it designed by a local artist with Lindsay's helped pick the stained glass with the artist, and the subject matter of the stained glass was pretty straightforward Arizona landscape kind of stuff. Should be all right, right? Just as I was about to permanently cement my beautiful stained glass into my yard, just exactly where I wanted it, there was this little voice in my head that said, do I need HOA approval? Can you feel it coming? My first mistake was to not read the guidelines and determine what was acceptable and what was not acceptable. My second mistake was not to seek HOA pre-approval. So let the application process begin. The application is pretty straightforward. They want your name, your address, things you already know. They also want a plan of the artwork and where you're going to put it. For me, I was lucky. All I did was take a picture of the already existing stained glass and a picture of my husband holding it in the location we wanted it to be. We heard back from the HOA fairly quickly. The first was just a request for clarification of something that was in the application. The second time, they called us to make an appointment to come out to the house to see us. Yikes! It wasn't so bad. They just made some suggestions about where we could locate it so that it was less visible from the path behind our house. And as a bonus, it's more visible from inside our house. So I actually get to enjoy that artwork from inside my house more than I would have. Bottom line, it took less than a week after that visit to our yard. So really about 2 weeks overall to get our approval. And we had our own little cementing party. We were lucky. Our artwork fell within the guidelines. So our experience could have easily gone awry, and it didn't. Be sure that you avoid the possibility that it goes completely sideways by making sure that you check those guidelines first, and if necessary, check with the HOA. Get your approval before you start. If you have any HOA approval stories that you're willing to share with us, we would love to hear them. I'm sure we can all learn from each other's mistakes. So that's all I have for you for this week. If you like this video, let me know by hitting that like button, sharing the video with your friends, and subscribing to our channel. We look forward to seeing you next week.